Доброго ранку, шановні колеги. Ми розпочинаємо.
Good morning, dear colleagues. We start our working day at Ukraine Crisis Media Center, and I give the floor to the representative of the Ministry of Ukraine, Oleksiy Chernobay. Good morning. I'm glad to see you all at our briefing. The Ministry of Defense of Ukraine was the first central executive power body that introduced state procurement through electronic means starting from 29th of June 2015. Due to the tenders, the ministry was able to reduce prices by 10 or 15% compared with the market prices. Due to Prozoro system, in 2015 they were able to save 200 million hryvnias, and as of June of this year, they were able to save only on food products about 400 million hryvnias. From May till July, the ministry announced the 81 procedure of procurement for the sum of 1,700,000 hryvnias. In Odessa, they started land training of Sea Breeze 2016, and in the course of this training, joint units of Ukraine, Moldova, and Georgia, in cooperation with U.S. Navy Corps, were carrying out landing of troops delivered by Yuri Aliferenko and UITB Island assault ships. There were 70 Ukrainian Marines who were parachuted in the region of imaginary facilities of strategic importance. The Ukrainian aviation provided support for landing, and also they were trained in counteracting subversive acts, and also they were trained how to seize and hold important infrastructure facilities in the crisis region. Also, in the framework of training, the instructors of Marines of Ukrainian Armed Forces were informed about the stages of training, landing that is delivered by Navy of the USA, and also about peculiarities, and also about the training of personnel and commanding the personnel in the course of the military operation. Also, they will in the future they will practice march, organizing checkpoints, establishing equipment, and also there will be some artillery shelling at above water targets. According to the roadmap, the ministry continued to create new legislative documents to reform defense sphere. In the framework of the work of the government of Ukraine adopted provisions prepared by the ministry, and now there are 6 more acts prepared by the ministry that will provide the reform of in the sphere. The law on demining, also the introduction of changes in the law of social security for servicemen and the members of their family. Also, 13 draft laws are reviewed by the bodies of power that were prepared by the Ministry of Defense of Ukraine. The President of Ukraine, the Verkhovna Rada and Cabinet of Ministers adopted 58 legislative acts prepared by the ministry. And during the last week, the state enterprises provided 7,000 units of cumulative defense equipment, and also they provided 10,000 units of military equipment, 58,000 of ammunition, and anti-tank missiles, and also artillery systems, automobiles, thermal vision equipment, medical vehicles, and drones and electronic defense equipment. Also, they provided different optic equipment and sanitary equipment, and also the state enterprise repaired and returned to the ATO zone 200 units of military equipment, cannons, anti-tank complexes, and battle vehicles. From the start of this year, they repaired more than 51,000 units of equipment, and from the start of this year, they repaired more than 9.5 1,000 units. At the moment, the servicemen of Ukraine are fully supported with the they have uniform, clothes, shoes, and all necessary equipment. Also, the armed forces created stocks of clothes and ammunition, and also they continue to introduce new type of uniform for military personnel, and this uniform will be demonstrated in the course of celebration of the 25th anniversary of independence of Ukraine. Also, they continue to buy new vests and coats that protect from wind and humidity, and they will be supplied in October and November 2016. So the next event is at 11:30.